We're late. We gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Yep, this is it. One simple. Are you ready?
I sure am.
We gotta go. Let's go. It'll be great. All right. All right, we're good. Let's go.
I am Grand Marshal Jill Dixon, and I would like to call to order the commencement ceremony of the Thomas J. Watson College of Engineering and Applied Sciences of the State University of New York at Binghamton. We welcome you to join vocalist Kelsey Watts and the members of the Binghamton University Wind Symphony performing our national anthem from the Osterhout Concert Theater in the Anderson Center for the Arts.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
As president of Binghamton University, it is my great pleasure to welcome you this evening. Before we proceed with our ceremony, I would like to welcome members of the Binghamton University Council who are joining us today. They will stand as I call their names. Catherine Grant Madigan, Chair. Linda Beamer. Franklin Richards, Student Representative. I would also like to introduce our other special guests who sit with us on stage this evening. Donald Neiman, Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs. Laura Bronstein, Dean, College of Community and Public Affairs. Upinder Dillon, Dean, School of Management. Sheila Doyle, Executive Director, Binghamton University Foundation. Jill Dixon, Grand Marshal, University Librarian for Public Services and Collections, Chair, Faculty Senate. Karen Jones, Vice President of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. Celia Klin, Dean, Harper College of Arts and Sciences. John Cook, Vice President for Advancement. Pamela Mission, Platform Party Marshal, Associate Professor, Public Administration, Faculty Advisor to the President. Mario Ortiz, Dean, Decker College of Nursing and Health Sciences. Bhagat Samakia, Vice President for Research. Hari Srihari, Dean, Thomas J. Watson College of Engineering and Applied Science, Executive Vice Provost for International Initiatives, and Chief Global Affairs Officer, Distinguished Professor, Systems Science and Industrial Engineering. I would also like to thank the Binghamton University Wind Symphony, our vocalist, and the Edward P. Maloney Pipe and Drum Band for their participation in today's celebration. Thank you. Today, we are taking time to recognize one of the most distinguished classes in Binghamton University's history, the class of 2020. This has been a remarkable year for a remarkable class, marked most notably by the COVID-19 pandemic. The pandemic also postponed well-deserved recognition until today. So let me begin by extending to this class congratulations for a job well done. And thanks as well to the faculty who have played such an important role in mentoring, teaching, and guiding our graduates. I also want to extend my thanks to all the parents and family members whose support and compassion have been crucial in the success of our students. Your role is noteworthy this year, as students returned home in mid-semester, unexpectedly competing for space and bandwidth when classrooms went dark. Indeed, if your family is anything like mine, you will have found that these past few months have brought you together, perhaps sometimes more than you wanted. The pandemic has transformed our families and friendships, in some ways weakening the bonds we have by limiting us to Zoom calls and socially distanced gatherings. This has been particularly hard on our elders, our grandparents and aunts and uncles, who cherish the accomplishments of our graduates, but in many cases are unable to personally convey their love and congratulations. But, paradoxically, the pandemic has also strengthened these bonds, as many of us suddenly found ourselves together as a family again, with everyone pulled together under one roof. At my house, this meant that was once an empty nest is now a crowded dwelling with grandparents, that's Kathy and me, my daughter and her spouse, and two marvelous grandchildren, Iris, 5, and Maya, 2. Suddenly, the entire workday has been thrown into an uproar with entirely new routines and rituals. Ordinarily, I'm a morning person. I get up, do my emails, get some exercise, prepare for the day. Not so much anymore. Today, a typical day finds me awake early, as always, but by 5, Iris is up and playing with a dog and her toys while I read email. About an hour later, 2-year-old Maya enters the room like a tornado, pulling the dog's tail and saying good morning to Grandpa. And of course, breakfast is an all-family treat, one that I never got to experience in the pre-pandemic days. The start of my day is much less productive, but the memories will be worth it. I hope that all of you have found as much joy working from home as I have. And today we are here to celebrate the culmination of all that work at home. I know that the class of 2020 graduates have waited eagerly to be formally recognized for their achievements, so today is a great day. But I also understand that each of you is missing the camaraderie and friendship of a traditional in-person commencement. I want you to know that I miss seeing all of you too. I hope that each of you will reach out to your colleagues to congratulate and wish them the best as they move into the next chapter of their lives. But here we are, wherever here might be. So what does it mean to graduate or commence from this university? Historically, recipients of the baccalaureate degree are acknowledged to have a level of expertise that will allow them to advance or commence in their chosen profession, adding to the quality of life we lead as global citizens. Similarly, a master's degree signifies a deeper study of a field or discipline, a mastery of the subject, suitable to teach others. Congratulations to all of you on your remarkable accomplishment. This is the culmination of a long and challenging journey, a journey filled with the excitement of exploration and discovery, the guidance of faculty mentors, and the friendship of colleagues and peers. Let's think back to the start of your journey, to your first days at the university. For those entering as first-year students fresh out of high school, you began by choosing a field of study, nursing, or history, or engineering, or you decided to follow the most popular major, undeclared. Our graduate students, of course, already had a degree, only to discover that the more they knew about their field, the more there was to know. But every one of you was excited to tease out connections between apparently unrelated disciplines or points of inquiry, with your studies becoming broader and deeper. Your research became more exacting, your scholarship more penetrating, and your creativity more vibrant and thought-provoking. In other words, you discovered a passion. What I've discovered, and I hope you have too, is that developing a passion involves hard work. You must deeply engage yourself in a subject, learning its inner workings, and investing your time and intelligence. And I hope that Binghamton has given you the tools to find your passion, one that you will continue to renew and rediscover, and in so doing, let Binghamton inform your future years. I'm so proud of Binghamton University's graduates and the education you have received. Your nation and the world need your talents. Today, more than ever, we need nurses in our hospitals, social workers in our schools, and leaders in government and industry who combine expertise and compassion in their daily work. We need teachers to impart knowledge to the next generation, engineers to develop technologies that save and sustain, artists and poets who challenge us to do better, and who show us a new lens through which we can view the world. But most of all, we need people who are committed and engaged practitioners, working to make society better, one decision at a time. Today we face great challenges, a pandemic to overcome, and perhaps most pressing, a world turning warmer, leaving political, cultural, and social turmoil in its wake. Challenges like these will require the work and imagination of people in a wide range of fields and disciplines, working together across international borders, people with skills and expertise, and most of all, a passion for solving challenging puzzles. People just like you. I look forward to learning of your many future successes and hope that you will remain steadfast members of the Binghamton University community. Congratulations to all of you. It is now my pleasure to introduce Provost Donald Neiman.
Thank you, President Stenger. Good evening, everyone. It is my great pleasure to welcome you to our first ever virtual commencement and to congratulate you, members of the class of 2020. I really wish we were doing this in person, and I know that you and the special people in your lives wish we were too. But we're all getting used to doing things virtually these days to keep one another safe. You are a remarkable group of students. At the time you applied to Binghamton, you demonstrated that you had the academic ability to succeed at one of the best universities in the United States. And since you arrived on our campus, you've not only shown that you are very bright, you have also demonstrated that you are hardworking, intellectually curious, and eager to make the most of what this great university has to offer. You have demonstrated an amazing ability to roll with the punches during what was a tumultuous end to your years at Binghamton. But even with the uncertainties caused by the pandemic, you have shown that you have a great sense of humor, like to have fun, and care deeply about serving others. You embody the balance that makes Binghamton University such a wonderful place to work and study. Like all of us, you are facing great uncertainty at a time when you are ready to start new jobs or begin graduate school. But I can assure you that your Binghamton University education will help you deal with the uncertainty and enable you to succeed in the months and years to come. It has been a pleasure to have you as our students. Congratulations on your many accomplishments and the many accomplishments that are yet to come. I'm now pleased to introduce Mary Beth Curtin, alumna and emerita member of the Alumni Association Board of Directors. Mary Beth would like to share congratulations with you on behalf of the Alumni Association.
Congratulations to you, the class of 2020. On behalf of the Binghamton University Alumni Association, it is my pleasure to congratulate you on your impressive accomplishments. As an alumna and a past member of the university's Alumni Association Board of Directors, I want to welcome you to a very proud, loyal, and increasingly global alumni family. About 150,000 alumni live and work around the world, and that number is quickly growing. And with your class, we will add nearly 5,000 to our ranks. As you can well imagine, it is strange to be up here on this podium speaking to an empty room. I'm pretending you're all here trying to listen politely while you count the hours until you can celebrate with family and friends. We are all sad that we couldn't come together in May to share the day with you. However, this is still your time to shine, to reflect on what the past 4 years of hard work, relationships, and yes, laughter have brought to your life and to your future. I do hope that this is a year where you have still found things to celebrate, where you have tapped the inner recesses of your imagination to find joy, comfort, love, and friendship during a time when it is just as easy to feel sadness and frustration. Yes, it is a challenging time, and we are all realizing how important it is to draw on our inner reserves. As alumni, higher education is now an integral part of who you are. It is a strength which will sustain you in the days ahead as you search for meaning and connection in your world. When you ask yourself, when I look back on this time 20 years from now, what will I have learned? How will I remember myself? Did I create opportunity through the circumstances around me? I hope that you will draw on your new role as a Binghamton alum. So I want to give you a charge today, specifically 4 steps to guide you in the days ahead. Number 1, display your diploma with pride. Number 2, be informed. Follow Binghamton on social media and make sure that your information is up to date in our directory. Participate in our virtual learning, online events, and mentorship opportunities. Number 3, remain involved. As the world returns to normal, come to campus, participate in alumni events around the country, sign up, show up, and develop a network of relationships with your fellow alumni, because there is no telling whom you might meet if you step out of your comfort zone and participate. And lastly, number 4, make new Binghamton connections. When you come across another graduate out in the world, use that common bond as an opportunity to open a door. In a time when we are all recreating our stories, I ask you to stay engaged, to create the best version of yourself, and to make your mark on the world as a proud alum of Binghamton University. Welcome to our alumni family. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary Beth. It is now my pleasure to introduce Hari Srihari, Dean of the Thomas J. Watson College of Engineering and Applied Sciences.
Welcome, President Stenger, Provost Neiman, distinguished guests, faculty and staff, graduates, parents, family, friends, and students. I am Hari Srihari, Dean of the Thomas J. Watson College of Engineering and Applied Science. Let me add to the remarks of our President and Provost and congratulate all our Watson graduates. This is perhaps our largest graduating class, and there is absolutely no doubt that your academic success is an outcome of your sustained, focused hard work. Your diligence has been critical to your success here at Binghamton in the exceptional academic environment that our campus provides. We are all proud of your accomplishments and your successes. Once again, congratulations. Though your final semester at Binghamton was not one that anyone expected, you have now begun a new journey. Our campus provided a world-class academic environment for you, an excellent environment that we're always working hard to improve. When we talk about the excellence of our campus, we are not referring to the bricks and mortar of the institution. We are really talking about the people, the faculty, the staff, and the students who have made Watson and Binghamton University into what we are today, one of the top academic institutions in the nation, known for our excellence across the country and around the globe. Watson College has and will always be dedicated to education and dedicated to our principal customer, the student. We share an awesome field. Think about the changes and the pace of change in technology over the past few decades. Think about the changes that you have just seen in your lifetime. Imagine the changes that you will be leading in the future. Some of the thoughts to consider as you progress through your career. Listen, be brave, be inquisitive, but also be respectful. Seek a mentor, be a mentor. You will have challenges, and perhaps you will make missteps. Learn from them. Each experience is valuable, both the positives and the negatives. Embrace diversity. Always keep learning. Lifelong learning is a necessity in our domain. Stay engaged with the Watson College and our campus. Enjoy the ride. Remember, we are in the greatest field ever with endless possibilities. Congratulations. I now have the pleasure of introducing our graduate student speaker. Erika started her journey to Binghamton from Quito, Ecuador. Coming to a new country and pursuing a master's in biomedical engineering, enabled by a Fulbright scholarship, was not easy. But Erika credits her success to her family and the strength in her home country gave her. Her journey, a journey of successes and hardships, has taught her the value of diversity and the importance of diverse perspectives. Please join me in welcoming Erika Solano Diaz.
Greetings, esteemed faculty, staff, graduates, family, and friends. I would like to start by extending my heartfelt thanks for the incredible honor of representing my fellow Master's Candidates class of 2020. Congratulations to the fantastic group of people who will receive their master's degrees. This journey has been quite a roller coaster, hasn't it? So I hope that we become inspired by these moments of bountiful joy today. More than 100 countries are represented in our graduate school. I come from Ecuador, from hummingbird blue skies and fierce rainforests, from the middle of the world and the enchanted islands. I come from warm oceans and defiant volcanoes. However, I must also say I come from a people that endures the hardships of a developing nation, as many of us do. I have witnessed bright minds forever caged by societal stagnation. Hence, I am humbled when I contemplate just how incredibly fortunate I have been. My hands are the hands of those who have triumphed against long odds. My hands are the hands of a mother who worked 15-hour days at times, and a father who races at 4 a.m. every morning to pursue his goals. My words come from grandmothers full of grandiose stories and from grandfathers full of hope. I am sure that similar displays of superhuman strength have been common to many of us, and so I would like to offer our endless gratitude to our formative supports, to them and to the many forms of precious love that have made it possible for us to be here today. One of the most impactful lessons during my time at Binghamton has been to understand that hardship can take on the many names of its devastation. Hardship can be ruthless, soul-shattering solitude. It can mean grid-blighted, destroying competitiveness. It can be mindless discrimination or meek indifference. And for all shapes and forms of hardship, I have seen the monumental reach of human resilience. Thanks to the blessing of the Fulbright Foreign Scholarship, which enabled the otherwise impossible journey of my master's studies here at Binghamton, I can bear testament to the invaluable input that diverse perspectives can signify. Culturally dissimilar, perceptive minds, with different barriers to overcome, reaching out to each other to achieve a common goal, one that brings truly innovating solutions. Such is the might of diversity. Additionally, Binghamton has constituted an open door to a veritable embarrassment of technological riches, and when daunted by the intricacy of their operation, our beloved professors and colleagues were always there to help us navigate the sea of towering avant-gardism. I would like this to also be a tribute to their patience and kindness, to the abundance of their knowledge, and to the magnitude of their integrity. And then there were the fairs, the sports pursuits, the cultural opportunities. I sang as I lived here. I sang, and I hope you were able to find your equivalent singing relief. And for the darker times, whatever phase they might have taken for each of us, we had somebody to whom we could reach out to. I am very grateful for the unbelievable value of Binghamton's mental health supports. I dare today to ask from all of us to fight for our right to dream big, to truly become instruments of change. These recent times have been disturbing and in constant alarm, but have also presented us with the hope of global camaraderie. We humans are but one. Let our hearts thus burn with the passion of our endeavors while also yearning for the sparkle of others. Let our shining reflect and feed myriads of human mirrors so that together we prevail against any darkness. As my last plea, I would like us to preserve some of our childhood innocence. Let us still allow amazement take over at the unaffected beauty surrounding us. Remember that the more it's seen from a place of innocence, the bluer the ocean appears. Oh, so immensely newer. Thank you.
Thank you, Erika. Our next student speaker describes her time at Binghamton and at Watson as a gift and one of the best decisions she's ever made. From the moment that Emma stepped on our campus for her first college tour, she knew that this was the place that she wanted to be. She talks about how much she's learned during her 4 years as a mechanical engineering major, both technical and not so technical skills, and now as a graduate student in Watson. She's learned how to learn, how to persevere through the peaks and valleys. And Emma has passed it on to others through her leadership as an undergraduate course assistant in our engineering design division and as a member of the Society of Women Engineers. She is truly a role model for many. Please join me in welcoming Emma Pavlichek.
Welcome, family, friends, faculty, and administrators. My name is Emma Pavlichek, and I'm a mechanical engineer. Wow, saying that sentence out loud makes me smile. To my fellow graduates, you should make it a point to say that sentence in your head. I am an engineer, or I am a computer scientist. That simple sentence encompasses 4 of the most wonderful, challenging, and transformative years of our lives. Let me start by explaining how this school changed my life. 4 years ago, I first stepped foot on the Binghamton University campus for a college tour. I had an immediate gut feeling that I needed to go to school here. I'm sure everyone's familiar with that experience in some way. A decision that physically pulls you in. Following that feeling was one of the best decisions I've ever made. Put simply, the Thomas J. Watson College of Engineering and Applied Science shows you what you're made of. It shows you how badly you want this. As everyone can relate, there were nights when you felt frustrated, nights when you felt defeated. But those nights didn't define you. They just turned into days that pushed you to be greater. And as the sun rose each morning, you changed. Through those peaks and valleys that everyone seems to reference, you are leaving the terrain transformed. The Watson College helped show me how to reach those peaks and how to recover from the valleys. It showed me that the key to success is hard work coupled with a constant need to know more than you do now. Work hard and be humbled for all you do not know. Per theoretical physicist Richard Feynman, I would rather have questions that can't be answered than answers that can't be questioned. So we must always question, and we must always work towards who we want to be. The last 4 years also showed me to be stubborn in the pursuit of my dreams. Is it your dream to work at NASA? Is it to be a professor? Is it to visit space? Take that first step. Fill out that application, take that class, or email that connection. The only thing in your way is your first step. Like the Henry Ford quote my dad said to me before every exam I took, whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're right. The time is going to pass no matter what, and either it will pass with success or it will pass with regrets. So we must always remember to think we can. And somehow, Binghamton also managed to introduce me to the most incredible people I've ever met. People who do big things and small things for you. People who bring you ice cream after a rough day. People who show you every second that you are the luckiest person in the world just to know them. Thankful is not a strong enough word for the lifelong friends Binghamton has given me. To my friends who have become family, thank you for being in my corner, win, lose, or draw. Thank you for making me and every day better. And to my family that stood by me every step of the way, I love you with my whole heart. So thank you, Binghamton, for the greatest years of my life. The second floor of Bartle Library will forever be my home, and I will forever be proud to be a Binghamton Bearcat. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Thank you, Emma. President Stenger, if you will please join me. As the Dean of the Thomas J. Watson College of Engineering and Applied Sciences, I'm pleased to present to you candidates who have fulfilled all their baccalaureate and master's degrees requirements as prescribed by the faculty.
For those who have successfully completed all degree requirements by the authority vested in me by the Chancellor and the Board of Trustees of the State University of New York and the Board of Regents of the University of the State of New York, I am pleased to recognize conferral upon each of these graduates the appropriate baccalaureate or master's degree with all the rights and privileges accompanying it. On behalf of the Binghamton University community, I congratulate you all for this well-earned accomplishment. As is customary upon conferral of the baccalaureate degree, if you are wearing your cap and gown as you watch this ceremony, you should now move the tassel on your cap from the right to the left. At this time, I would like to introduce Kelsey Watts and members of the Binghamton University Wind Symphony once again for the Binghamton University alma mater. this point, we would typically be congratulating you as you cross the stage to receive your diploma. However, this year, due to the unusual circumstances, we will proudly display each of your names and degrees to conclude this virtual ceremony. To our class of 2020, congratulations.
Abid Ar-Rahman Fauzi Abbas, Sarah E. Abondodolo, Soni Abraham, Daniel Thomas Abrahamson, Ihab Khalid Abu Hilal, Zachary T. Akukela, Santos Acosta, Chitra Hariram Avidarekar, Arushi Agarwal, Akansha Agarwal, Ayushi Amit Agarwal, Snehal Anil Ahir, Himanchi Ahuja, Chiwan Aksinjuelo, Georgi Akperjanyanets, Lubna Zakaria Altarawena, Balgavi Hanumant Alandikar, Brooke Lynn Albanese, Ryan Set Albert, Aisha Ali, Jonathan Michael Alter, Mohammed Farouk Abdul Mohsen Alias, Diana Alzmarahe, Rakesh Kumar Ambashta, Stephen B. Ambrosino, Geosius Anand, Sabarish Ananthan Narayanan, Kevin Arthur Andrade, Tyler John Antonacci, Carlos Andres Arche Zebalos, David R. Arntz, Seth Arnold, Antra Arouge, Lauren Asher, Shweta Prakash Aswani, Mert Avchiolu, Chinmai Sanjay Ayachit, Nebi Mert Aiden, Pranshu Babar, Christopher D. Bachman, Gurinder S. Bal, Utkuchan Balchi, Troy Colin Ballinger, Sachin Hanumant Bankar, Shanahan Michael Baptista, Nicholas Barberio, Andrew T. Barza, Jada Chana Basteo, Evan Baul, Mehmet Bayokcha, Tremaine Terrence Baylor, Zeynep Baratkar, Andres Manuel Boyelo, Basaravaj Shivapa Bariladini, Valentina Bejarano Nivia, Angelo Paul Bellomo, Adam Belnahia, Caitlin Adele Bendert, Nicholas Joseph Beninati, Kartik Bennett, Sean Patrick Bennett, Emily R. Bernstein, Caitlin Elizabeth Bertolini, Brian William Byer, Mayan Sanjay Badaj, Aryun Bhatnagar, Segar Bhatnagar, Thakur Prasad Bhattarai, Nidhi Ashukumar Bavsar, Segar Bond, Amy E. Biggs, Howard R. Birch Jr., Jonathan Michael Bliscoe, Ethan James Blumenthal, Margaret Grace Blystone, Emmanuel K. Boateng, Alan Stephen Bowden, Maria Bogachuk, Sathwik Bogarapu, Emily Jean Bonsik, Ashish Shankar Popardikar, Aniket Anil Bharat, Sean Michael Burke, Joseph Matthew Borg, Kate Chance Boyle, Ahmet Atakan Bozkurt, Julia Catherine Bradley, Samuel David Bravo, Kaylin Marie Brown, Hayden T. Brown, Tyler Sterling Brown, Patrick Joseph Bubble, Janina M. Boetti, Ryan Joseph Cadwell, Stefano F. Calabro, Mark Anthony Cadropoli, Susanna Capricci, Kimberly G. Carpio, Wendy Chen Carter, Christian Armando Castaño, Mark Anthony Castellanos, Edward Castillo, Elliot J. Catalano, Michael Catania, Augustin Catoretti Lopez, Margaret F. Chech, Zetian Chen, Pegai Chenius, Justin G. Chalfin, Kyle Andrew Chamberlain, Jonah Michael Chambers, Yasra Chandial, Justin Chang, Segar Pradeep Chowdhury, Akash Siddhivanayak Chavan, Henry Chen, Junhua Chen, Shichun Chen, Xingjian Chen, Yan Kun Chen, Yuan Chen, Yuting Chen, He Cheng, Hannah Marie Cheeseborough, Steffi Apudhaswamy Chettiar, Wun Shuo Chi, Claire M. Childs, Anna M. Childs, Saket Sunil Chinchikalikar, Joseph Anthony Chinkle, Sachin Nishant Chinarajan, Jong Hyun Cho, Parimal Ashok Choguli, Rini Christian, Michael Chung, Ujlim Chinar, Anil Chingich, Emily Nicole Chirulnik, Catherine Rose Claffey, Carl Jacques Kloss, Sultan Joki, Gautam Coimbatore Shanmugu Rajavelu, Megan Marie Coles, Liam Darren Collins, Jake T. Colonna, Ryan Nicholas Condello, Liam C. Connor, Carter Kenneth Contreras, Patrick James Cook, Samuel Robert Cook, Chad Martin Padilla Cooks, Jake Cope, Matthew F. Corcoran, Hollis Cuffey, Chung Lin Chui, Hope Catherine Cunningham, Jan Piotr Chigan, Matthias Alexander Daumer, Peter Francis Dalke, Karishma Sandeep Dalve, Alexandra Nicole D'Amato, Kanan Damodaran, Aaron J. Danahy, Samuel Mark Danziger, Ronit Subrata Das, Shubham Das, Brendan Michael Doherty, John James Davignon, Mikhail C. Davis, Brandon Paul de Beauvernet, John de Benetis, Jr., Matthew J. Deedy, Wesley Bryce Deichsler, Daniel Jeffrey Del Balso, Christopher Edward Della Medaglia, Edward Peter De Lorenzo, Isabella Del Priore, Chase B. DeLuca, David Jor Demetros, Eunice Emre Demir, Cameron Dempsey, Fang Hang Deng, Gaurav Mohan Deo, Aditya Surendra Deer, Savakumbar Trekhambai Desai, Shrushti Aryan Desai, Michael Philip DeSantis, Sarvesh Deshmukh, Anuj Anil Deshpande, Piyush Ashok Dulkar, Vinay Kumar Devarapalli, Shubham Nimba Dahmani, Shivani Danasamy, Sai Barath Danakula, Pinak Kishore Dokali, Davina Sachin Duri, Adrian J. Diaz, Justin C. Diaz, Austin Wolfgang Diroff, Berk Dichman, Akash Diliwal, Patrick James Dimmock, Selin Dinch, Richard Diorio, Joseph Raymond De Piero, Brooke De Pietro, Sankalp Dixit, Xuan Bak Do, Lucas J. Dunelin, Sarbas Dosky, Megan Elizabeth Drake, Keegan K. D'Souza, Gabriel John Dubinsky, Timothy Duda, Matthew Thomas Dunn, Eli Nathan Doretsky, Lynn Elizabeth Edwards, Ryan Thomas Egan, Andrew Leonard Eggett, Joshua Andrew Eimer, Daniel James Eisenhower, Ethan R. Elliott, Hadir El Sayed, John Anthony Elsie, Samori El Emmanuel, Ahmed Isan Erdem, Ujden Ertan, Joseph James Esposito, Randolph Estinaval, Roja Eswaran, Edward Nelson Etheridge IV, Benjamin T. Everhart, Michael Christopher Abes, Stefano Valero, Nicholas Fantanza, Ryan James Farley, Brennan James Farrell, Emily Alyssa Favata, Dylan J. Feynman, Shui Fang, Samantha Robin Fernandez, Lindsay P. Feuerzig, Michael Robert Favola, Michael John Fiola, Stephen N. Fisher, Hannah Danielle Fishman, Jack Samuel Fitzgerald, Colin J. Futek, William Wade Fleming Jr., Max Hobson Flood, Eric J. Flynn, Alexander Istvan Fogarasi, Nicholas A. Foray, William Stephen Ford II, Nathan A. Frank, Vincent John Franchini, Frederick Philip Frey III, Catherine Hannah Fry, Emilia Ann Friedman, Francisco Fuentes Alegria, Jared M. Fuller, Pablo Funes Montaldo, Vinan Furtado, Jonathan Roy Gable, John J. Gage II, Gregory Michael Gaglione, Karan Gajwani, Yash Jitendra Gandhi, Andrew John Garabito, Shantanu Gopal Gwarkede, Danica Gaviola, David Gavrilyuk, G. G. Peter George Gabriel, Sarah Elizabeth Gear, Grant Thomas Genero, Brianna Marie Geneva, Sean George, Danielle Lee Jerome, Jacob Merle Gershon, Austin Michael Gervasio, Sagar Andrao Gage, Esra Gatso, Mudimita Gosal, Christopher J. Giancola Jr., Allison Jim, Noah J. Ginsberg, Alice Mastrangelo Gittler, Christopher C. Glasheen, Stephen Edward Glatter, Justin Alex Gluck, Sadeep Anup Gopkam, Daniel Akiva Goldring, Matthew Joseph Galobo, Andrea Jasmine Gonzalez Arias, Heather Nicole Garodas, Kelly Ann Gottstein, Kaushik Govindarajan, Nitin Goyal, Maurice Ray Grossman, Akash Rajendra Gujarati, Kul Banudas Gulve, Ron Gunsler, Ji Guo, Xiaohan Guo, Rajat Gupta, Sonu Sureshchandra Gupta, Lane R. Gustafson, John Gue Vench, Amelia Ann Goyan, Zachary A. Hag, Kayla D. Hackett, Johann Christopher Haddad, Caitlin Hall, Evan J. Halstead, Christopher J. Hamian, Jacob Ian Roy Hammond, Pratik Ganesh Hanchet, Lydia Jane Hanchet, David Hanem, Rebecca Bonnie Hennon, He Hao, Daniel Douglas Harlan, Sarah Lynn Harris, Colin James Harrison, Mohammed Nahid Hassan, Omkar Sudhir Hatwalne, Robert James Healy, Ryan A. Healy, Sushil Shamindra Hedge, Omar Francisco Hernandez, Riley Lynn Haywood, Michael Hinden, Daniel Caleb Hintz, Tanner W. Hutzel, Luke I. Hoffman, Jason Keviccioli Hoffmeyer, Caselin Hope, Jared Thomas Horton, Mark Huff, Zhao Chao Huang, Thomas Robert Hurley, Joseph Thomas Huritz, Landon Thomas Husted, Aidan Michael Hines, Egeman Enal, Dylan Henry Irwin, Mohammed Rafsanul Islam, Tomer Itzaki, Nima O. Itzadi, Chad Bartholomew Jablonka, Yogesh Madhukar Jadav, Yogesh Parasharam Jagadev, Darshna Jain, Shrey Rajesh Jain, Joel James, Katerina Janachevic, Jamie Susan Grace Jarrett, Pavan Kumar Jati, Mohak Ravindra Jawali, Johnson M. Jean-Baptiste, Chi Jia, Chen Tao Jiang, Han Liang Jiang, Lishu Yuan Jiang, Yusheng Jiang, Adrian Jimenez, Denmark Johnson, Linchu Mary Johnson, Melissa Akila Jones, Christopher Michael Jung, Nicholas Joseph, Ivanka Genevieve Duran, Simple Prakashbhai Kabaria, Erdem Kader, Sharisha Kadiri, Shashank Ramdas Kaldati, Tarun Reddy Kandukuri, Jonathan Michael Kang, Nilufar Karami, Matthew Patrick Kaskal, Nahush Harikrishna Kastur, Varun Kumar Katragada, Lovepreet Kaur, Umud Kaya Alatu, Eric Raymond Keating, William Alexander Keller, William P. Keller, Mitchell Fetbandone Keo Moncone, Wyatt S. Kirchner, Madeline Kern, Walter Alexander Keys, Rishikesh Anant Karnar, Abdul Khalid Elias Khalil, Anjali Sudam Kals, Ashok Mahmood Khan, Ahmed Mamon Kasavne, Ariel Christina Kachaturian, Edward Vitold Kira, Tatum Isabella Kiff, Andrew Isaac Kim, Joseph Kim, Emily Catherine Kamichik Miss, Carol Lynn Kirst, Jeremy K. Klein, Owen Robert Klepfer, Tyler David Klossner, Brian Knapp, Zachary Michael Niewasser, Brandon Ross Koenig, Nikita Dilip Kokne, Noel Lee Kolakowski, Admin Kolinovich, Shri Lekwa Kaluru, Sai Himale Nikhil Kondapali, Ankita Sanjeev Kored, Hannah Juliet Kornreich, Nicholas Joseph Kritis, Cameron John Krug, Philip Kwang, Gauri Salil Kulkarni, Pooja Neelish Kulkarni, Pranit Madhav Kulkarni, Siddharth Kulshrestha, Manish Kumar, Sean P. Kuntz, Eric Kwan, Jonathan T. Kwan, Amanda Marie LaBelle, Samantha P. Laforme, Huzefa Husseinbai Lakadawala, Benjamin Epa Lake, Anchai Suradakumar Lokotia, Emily Lockett, Cameron J. Lamser, Cooper James Langanis, Steve Antonio Lastejanos, Isaac Thomas Lawson Hughes, Hannah Grace Leah, Tung Ying Lee, Matthew Lagovich, Thomas James Lehecka, Amanda Lynn Lemieux, Gregory Keith Lenane, Elijah R. Leone, Alessandro Pioleto, Jordan Levin. Samuel Eric Levin. Ting Yi Lee. Xin Li. Yuan Li. Jiang Li. Alan Liang. Fiona Liang. Chi Liang. Xiaozhou Liang. Jeffrey Michael Lieberman. Allison Lin. Brendan Lin. Jesse Jefferson Lin. Adam D. Lindeman. Nicholas John Linehan. Rufeng Lin. Cassandra Link. Jacob L. Liptak. Holly Liu. Siyu Liu. Karen Lenu. Louis Lowe. Rebecca Tara Leubel. Ria Ujval Lotlikar. Scott Locke Lugie. Crystal P. Lowe. Anthony Javier Loyola. Jared Ross Luckman. Bryant Lum. Monica Ann Lyons. Alexandra Meek Mas. Thomas Christopher McGregor. Mihir Pangaj Madani. Abhijit Shivdas Mahajan. Shubham Kishore Mahajan. Gustavo Menezes Mahana. John Harold Maher. Shania Mahmoud. Ming Mai. Adam Caden Malakowski. Connor Andrew Malagraph. Sul Jagdish Mali. Michael W. Mallow. Ryan Christopher Maloney. Tanmay Mandala. Gigo Mangalaseral George. Abdul Hanan Mansouri. Lalit Rajkumar Manwani. Peter Robert Marola. Brendan John Marshall. Jason Marshall. Christopher R. Martin. Jillian M. Martin. Scott Andrew Mason. Sivakumar Mativanan. Adia Matthew. Trevor Michael Matusik. Louis Thomas Mazza. Devin Mazzotta. Kenneth Scott McHaffey. Michael Joseph McCormick. Ryan Michael McCormick. Brandon Tyler McCreary. Matthew Donald McFarland. Danielle M. McGrath. Gabriel Hope McGinty. William D. McLaughlin. Patrick Stephen McMahon. Evan James McNearney. Kalina Stephanie Medina. Abhishek Pradip Kumar Mehta. Danielle A. Melgar. Sheldon Robert Menezes. Himani Mensa. Patrick Michon. Alexander C. Milliken, Jonathan Milongo Kazadi, Georgiou K. Milochev, Brian L. Min, Sai Harshis Reddy Minna Reddy, Tiffany Tulika Misir, Aaron Saul Mizrahi, Evan Conrad Moeller, Dhanashri Arun Mohita, Ghazal Mosanian, Christopher James Moliviatis, Gabrielle R. Monshine, Corinne L. Montel, Garvita Moore, Jose Enrique Morel, Dominic Joseph Morone, Sonny Gautam Motgare, Tyler Foyne Moy, Ryan Patrick Murray, Jared Musovic, Harshvardhan Reddy Nagireddy, Dhruv Rupesh Nair, Siddharth Amarkrasan Nair, Helen Walid Najjar, Dheeraj Deshmudre Narashima Reddy, Sumitra Suhas Natu, Hassan Nazar, Tejaswi Maruti Nazrikar, Nevin Jacob Nirumthakadi, Benjamin Elias Newbart, Brandon Adam Ng, Aushin Ni, Swapnil Kisan Nibe, Stephen Nicholas, Ryan Edward Nicholson, Alexandra Nierhoff, Audrey Sweet New Wenshuizen, Hitesh Chandrakant Nikam, Emma N. Northrop, David A. Nortier, Max Benjamin Nussbaum, Jackson R. Uggan, Darby Noelani O'Keefe, Purul Okur Oul Laru, David Oladunjoye, Kyle T. Olstein, Kin U, Alexander Alralana, Rory O'Riordan, Ryan Alexander O'Rourke, Donovan Jorge Ortiz, Joseph William Osgood, Jacob E. Owens, Sinem Özden, Mehmet Özkaya, Aravind Padmanaraban, Erwin Joshua Pelani, Matthew John Palazzolo, Dylan Pan, Harsh Panchal, Manav Panchal, Bo Pang, Sai Anurod Papineni, Nikhil Bhagwan Parab, Prathmesh G. Parab, Aditya Sunil Parandikar, Pranjal Kamlesh Parekh, Vatsal Bharat Parekh, Manish Tikamchand Parihar, Krish Hiraj Kshanjay Parwadi, Ronald James Pasto Jr., Dhruv Patel, Dia A. Patel, Jian Rameshbhai Patel, Parth Satish Kumar Patel, Prachi Sureshbhai Patel, Yash Patel, Kamal Patak, Mayuri Nitin Patil, Sanket Prakash Patil, Saurav Suresh Patil, Soham Patil, Nihal Rajendra Pawar, Emma Elizabeth Pavlichek, Yoonghang Pei, Amanda Rose Pelkey, Jesse Austin Frank Pelzar, Yuangao Peng, Nicholas R. Paralo, Milton A. Perazza, Nathaniel Perez, Samuel T. Perlow, Brian Peters, Robert Petruso, Julia Grace Petromica, Brandon J. Pike, Ivan Pikula, Aaron Pitkowski, Stephen Pitari, Emily Elizabeth Pokrava, Sudarasan Puepakam Varadarajan, Kevin Poon, Isabel Aaron Popting, Kodian Shania Powell, Shreya Milan Pradhan, Joseph Mario Prasaznuk, Vera Mary Puglisi, Erin Catherine Purr, Summer Ann Pershke, Jingyao Chu, Jian Chu, Wei Tran, Sean Douglas Quigley, Devin Andrew Quinn, Michael Lewis Quinn, Zachary J. Quinn, Shrivas Perumal Radhakrishnan, Stephanie Julian Ragusa, Utsav Rahman, Rushan Raj, Suyash Ramtek, Michael Anthony Randazzo, Dinesh Umesh Rane, Sagar Dattadri Rapelli, Sujay Ravi, Benjamin Donaldson Redding, Roberto Vito Recchia, Matthew E. Reed, Noah J. Reich, Kobe Alexander Rem, Wendifer Reyes Ramos, Catherine J. Richard, Jacob Alex Richmond, Robert Reese, Jason Robert Rising, Ronald Jordan Rivera Orna, Evelyn Rivkind, Nicholas Rizzo, Garrett Michael Robinson, Harshada Road, Jeremy Daniel Rodriguez, Luis Alejandro Rodriguez Arevalo, Deoscar Roman Perez, Dylan J. Roney, Joshua Nathan Rosenthal, Edward Allen Roth, Brett Rothberg, Justin Patrick Rowe, Calvis Raymonds Rose, Kyle Rowan, Jonathan George Rubin, Eric J. Ruckert, Jake Post Rudolph, Benjamin James Rupp, Rachel Russo, Manasi Prasad Sapnis, Nachikit Vinay Sapnis, Enzo Sacchetti, Pitam Saha, Pranav Sanjay Sahu, Baptiste Saliba, Ethan Salonga, Brianna Lee Saltzman, Sheriff Samate, Cheyenne Ray Sampson, Joseph R. Sanchez, Toma Liviu Sandhu, Shweta Bausaheb Sangul, Sabam Satish Sanke, Nicole Marie Santoro, Lydia Marie Santucci, Rohini Shetty Sarapali, Parikshit Pradeep Sarnak, Prabhat Kumar Chandaresh Kumar Savalia, Tanmay Larayan Sawant, Saushtav Saxena, Ozan Sayulur, Daniel Albert Schaefer, Tyler Ethan Shayer, Julia Rose Schalk, Christina Marie Schmidt, Rebecca E. Schneider, Alex N. Schreiber Harris, Tanner Talbot Shunk, Victoria Ann Shuttram, Lena Schwarzenberg, Francis Edward Scott, Tyler Nicholas Sakafico, Paloma Sen, Maitri Shah, Reshma Barvan Shahul Hamid Amanullah, Basit Ali Sheikh Suleiman, Pingyin Shang, Zachary Sharon, Akshi Sharma, Nikunj Sharma, Tushar Sharma, Ryan Joseph Sharpaletti, Pratik Shaurya, Zachary Phelan Shaw, Mark Javan Shelton, Vishwat Vaman Shanoy, Colin Carl Sherland, Yefan Shi, Jishen Shi, Kyle L. Schilling, Atsuko Shimizu, Yas Mukeshbai Shingadya, Akash Shrikant Shirali, Jeremy Henry Siegelstein, Justin M. Siegelwax, Anchit Sika, Matthew Samil, Jordana Gale Simon, Kaushtub Singh, Christian Pal Singh, Prince Rajaram Singh, Raman J. Singh, Xavier Sue, Hannah Dorothy Smith, Ryan K. Smith, Jillian Smolar, Chintan Hamid Kumar Solanki, Erika Christina Solano Diaz, Richard Lee Song, Daniel James Sonnenfeld, Aaron F. Spalding, Anna Maria Spiru, Michael Patrick Stanek, Sarah Nicole Stanziani, Paula Staroshinsky, Molly Catherine Doherty Stennard, Byron Stewart Drysdale, Coleman Torre Strine, Fnu Suganda, Jasper Thomas Suhr, Brendan Michael Sullivan, Francesco Lorenzo Suma, Jun Sun, Xiao Fei Sun, Vignesh Suresh, Sriram Ananda Suryawanshi, Sean William Sweeney, Nicholas Daniel Swerbeloff, Robert Christian Zipek, Matthew Stanley Zamansky, Nicole Ann Takopina, Mohammed Hamoud Tairi, Meryl Tsutam Takisawa, Sai Milind Tamiseti, Ashley Taylor Tang, Kayla Shan En Tang, Yifan Tang, Murya Kirtan Tankwala, Sanved Tapkir, Gizenmor Tashkun, Shreyas Makarand Tawade, Christian Brandon Tejera, Andrew J. Teller, Ethan Mark Terwilliger, Samantha R. Testa, Panar Tezjan, Purva N. Takar, Janisha Rajendra Kumar Thakar, Dianesh Tachinamurthy, Subramanian Thiyagarajan, Sayali Ram Thorat, Isaiah A. Thran, Emily Ann Thumbler, Calvin Tien, Andrew Benjamin Torres, Connor Tremblay, Joshua Daniel Trezina, Sayed Hassam Uddin, Aidan Uy, Ariel Uzan, Brandon Joseph Baglio, Adriana Gloria Valentin, Nicholas Vallejos, Adam Van Allen, Matthew Lee Van Gordon, Sebastian Eduardo Vargas, Nicholas Hunter Vasquez, Jordan Seth Veg, David Veller, Nicholas Francis Vierling, Cameron Ross Vietzel, Shreyas Vijay Akumar, Miguel Veleda, Nicole Ashley Vitale, Jack Armand Viet, Sachin Vora, Swanand Arun Wag, Victor Casimir Gustav Wildquist, Nicholas James Walker, Kevin Jude Wallace, Alec Ashmore Walsh, Brian James Walsh, James R. Walsh, Jingju Wang, Wei Hao Wang, Shi Jian Wang, Jim Wang, Ryan John Ward, Lindsay Kayla Wax, Caleb Henry Weimer, Nicole A. Weinhofer, Benjamin Garrett Weiss, Max Todd Wersinger, Johnny Wish, Austin Gabriel West, Stephen J. West, Daniel Wheelock, Nora Page Wilke, Brittany Kayla Williams, David A. Williams, Gregory Alexander Wint, Aaron Wayne Wojnicki, Einalem Woldermarian, Christopher Woloshin, Bernie Wong, Daniel Barry Wood, Douglas Christopher Worthington Jr., Stephen James Waska, Emily Wright, Eric Ward Wright, Thomas Benjamin Wright, Chunyu Wu, Hongwei Wu, Jonathan Wu, Kevin Wu, Richard Wu, Anthony Luis Wirtz, Xiaojing Xia, Li Jing Shu, Jiwei Shu, Arpit Kumar Yadav, Levent Yulchukaya, Kevin Kun Yan, Annie Yang, Jia Yang, Junbo Yang, Kun Yang, Tao Yang, Wen Yang, Ega Yavashjan, Albert Yung, Yingjian Yi, Pengcheng Yin, Chansik Yu, He Sun Yu, Meng Yuan, Burak Ega Zagnus, Natalie Rachel Zanko, Jessica L. Zangji, Riddhi Bhupendra Zaveri, Bo Zhang, Haopeng Zhang, Sunny Zhang, Shaohan Zhang, Xiaoyang Zhang, Williams Zhang Qian, Wenzuo Zhao, Meng Qiu Zheng, Richard Zheng, J.U. Zhong, Ji Ying Zhu, Andy Zhu, Frank Anthony Zurla,
The 2020 commencement proceedings of the State University of New York at Binghamton are now concluded. Thank you for joining us.
2020, in the books.